And here's the third ToneTip Audio QR code, and I'll put that into position. There we go. That was done. That was so easy. Hey there, creators. Welcome to ToneTip course number 301, Basic ToneTip Audio Editing. In this course, we will cover how to add audio QR codes into your audio productions. Those audio productions may be podcasts, radio, stadiums, theaters, anywhere that audio is a major part of your production. Video productions are covered under ToneTip course number 302. When we think about audio productions, there are three major challenges with audio productions. One is engaging your audience, number two is sharing your content, and number three is monetizing your media. Maybe you have a podcast, you have websites, phone numbers, locations, or even product information, and you're trying to monetize your media or you're trying to share information, but your listeners have a really challenging time because they have to rewind the podcast to get the information that they want, or they have to try to find it in your program notes. And a lot of podcast platforms don't even allow program notes, so it's just a real challenge for your audience. And if you have radio, well, you can't rewind radio, so even if you say the information 3 times, it's still lost on most people. We are going to show you how to solve these 3 problems with one simple audio QR code. That audio QR code makes your media shareable, engageable, and profitable. Before we get started, be sure you have downloaded the ToneTip app and you have the microphone turned on. You may see the ToneTip logo pop up here, or you may hear the jingle whenever we have added an audio QR code. Now, audio QR codes work with audio production software and video production software to host and post on these audio production platforms and video production platforms, including radio, stadiums, theater, stores, anywhere that audio is found. In this tutorial, we are using the program called Audacity. A lot of people love Audacity because it's free, it's easy, and it's powerful. It also works on both Macintosh computers and Windows computers. In this tutorial, we are using a Macintosh computer. All right, creators, let's get rolling. First off, let's open up Audacity. Here we go. And I've already named it Newport, Oregon, because I have a file folder here that has my podcast, and it has 3 tone tips and also a jingle. So we'll start off by adding that podcast. Okay, you can see it's just over 26 seconds long. And let's go ahead and play that podcast. Today we are in the lovely coastal town of Newport, Oregon. The weather is partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain and a 50% chance of sunshine. It's a lovely day to visit the coast. And now a word from our sponsor, Amazon.com. The Oregon coast is beautiful, but it can be rainy at times. Get all of your rain jackets, umbrellas, and boots at Amazon.com. If you like this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. There we go, just 27 seconds long. You can see I have 3 tone tips here. One is labeled Newport. That will let people know where Newport, Oregon is. The second one is the subscribe button. That will let people subscribe. And the third one is the affiliate button, so we can add affiliate links. This is a way for us to monetize our media. And the last file in here is our ToneTip jingle that we'll end up adding in. Since these are 19 kilohertz audio QR codes, they are inaudible at moderate volumes. We will add the jingle in to let the audience know that there's a tone tip in the podcast production. So the first one, we will add the Newport, Oregon tone tip in here, and we'll have it end right around here. That's where I say, welcome to Newport, Oregon. Today we are in the lovely coastal town of Newport, Oregon. There we go. Ends there. And the next one is our affiliate link. That's where we talk about Amazon.com. I'll put the affiliate link near the middle. And the subscribe button, I ask for subscriptions at the end, so I'll move that to the end. Get rid of this. Now I'll pull in my jingles. And I can move that to the end here. I like the way it snaps in there. And I'll Command C to copy it. Let's see if we'll paste it here. Oh, that's where I want it to be at the end. And I should be able to do another Control V to paste it here at the end. And you can see there's gaps in here, and I like to put the jingle right where there's a gap so it doesn't step on the voice that's in here. So since this is right about here, I'll move it down a little bit more. Now that we have added these in, we've added in the tone tips. Let's move the amplitude down, or the gain down, to be between -12 to -15 dB. If it's at 0 dB, like it is here, that means that the announcement is at 0 dB and the tone tip is at 0 dB, and when they get mixed together, it ends up suppressing the main signal. So we want the tone tip signal to be down at least 12 dB, maybe 15 dB, and that should be enough. I'll leave it at 12. And the jingle we don't want that to be super loud, so I'll just move that down maybe 6 dB, and you can adjust that to your liking. Now let's play it. Hit play. Today we are in the lovely coastal town of Newport, Oregon. There we go. So probably did not notice much of a depression in the voice when the tone tip was played, and the jingle wasn't too loud. So that seems to be perfect. So you can see how easy that was. I just took my ToneTip Audio QR codes and dropped them in the 3 locations. And I had a gap that was in there to insert the jingle. And I moved the gain down of the tone tip as well as moving the gain down of the jingle. And now let's go ahead and play this audio. Be sure that you have your ToneTip app up and running as we play this, and then you'll see it pop up on the screen. This is really cool. Go back, click the back button so we go back to the beginning, and we'll play it. Today we are in the lovely coastal town of Newport, Oregon. The weather is partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain and a 50% chance of sunshine. It's a lovely day to visit the coast. And now a word from our sponsor, Amazon.com. The Oregon coast is beautiful, but it can be rainy at times. Get all of your rain jackets, umbrellas, and boots at Amazon.com. If you like this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. There we go. That was great. Okay, now that we're done adding the ToneTip Audio QR codes and the jingle, we will just export. So in Audacity, go up to File, Export Audio. I will export this as a WAV file. So let me select WAV. And we'll call this ToneTip at the end here, ToneTip.wav. You can select either 48 kilohertz or 41 kilohertz. Don't select anything below 44.1 kilohertz because it will cut out the high frequency audio QR codes. You can go higher, you can go much higher, but humans can't hear frequencies above 20 kilohertz anyway, so there's really no reason to go above 48 kilohertz for the sake of tone tips. Then we'll hit export, and now we've exported the file. Now let's export a MP3 file, and you'll see the difference. Export audio, and we'll go with an MP3 file. Here's the sample rate at 48 kilohertz as well. For the quality, select Extreme or Insane. This will retain the high frequency audio QR codes. If you select something lower, it will filter out the audio QR codes. Save this as MP3, and then we'll hit export. And you can see here now that we've exported, the WAV file is 3.9 megabytes, and the MP3 file is about 1/8 of that at 486 kilobytes. And now I can reduce these down in size, and we'll just do a comparison here. I will mute all of these so they can't be heard by hitting the mute button. And then I'll bring in my MP3 file here. Now you can see all this audio has been merged together. It almost looks like a snake that has swallowed 3 gophers, where those gophers are, here's the audio QR code, here's an audio QR code, and here's an audio QR code. Now these are muted, and we will just play this MP3 file that has the audio QR codes embedded. And be sure you have your app up and running and the microphone is turned on, and you should see them pop up on the screen. Hit play. Today we are in the lovely coastal town of Newport, Oregon. The weather is partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain and a 50% chance of sunshine. It's a lovely day to visit the coast. And now a word from our sponsor, Amazon.com. The Oregon coast is beautiful, but it can be rainy at times. Get all of your rain jackets, umbrellas, and boots at Amazon.com. If you like this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And there we have it. Your audio is now ready for distribution. We have learned how to add audio QR codes to your audio productions. Your audio productions can now be engageable, shareable, and profitable. Remember, if you are producing for FM radio or medium quality audio, to use the 14 kilohertz audio QR codes, and you will need to turn the amplitude down even further than 12 dB. See ToneTip Course number 205 for more information about 14 kilohertz versus 19 kilohertz. That concludes ToneTip Course number 301. If you like this video, please subscribe. See how we did that? You can do it too. If you would like to see how to add tone tips to your video productions, see ToneTip Course number 302, Basic ToneTip Video Production. And if you'd like to see more training videos, visit our website at ToneTip.com.